Hey, my name is Bruce Carson. I'm with Keller Williams Realty Central Coast, and I'm here with Michelle Schacherer.
Hi there, Michelle Schacherer with Pacific Trust Mortgage.
So we're going to tell you a story and talk to you today about why it's a good idea to work with local lenders and local realtors when you're in a transaction purchasing or selling a home. I'm going to start because I had a story I wanted to share. I have a client, her name is Lulu, and we met in the middle of the pandemic in January. She came up here and met with me, and she was an online lead, like a Google lead, and I just went through my script, asking all the right questions. Do you have a home to sell? Yes, I do. Or she has a home in LA, like a $2 million home in LA that she has to sell. And I went through the options. Okay, you need to sell your home. We have a few different options. I know she clearly stated she never wanted to be displaced or out of a home. So the options we went over was a contingent sale, which she didn't like, seller rent back, which she didn't like either. But then we talked about how there was a lot of equity in her home down there in LA, and that it might be a good idea to speak with a local lender. She was here in our Pismo office. Speak with a local lender. Let's see if we can draw some money out of that with a refi, and then you can come up here and buy your Cambria house and then sell that house later. But what happened was, this was in January. Now it's almost July. She ended up, she didn't take my advice. She's taken all my advice except for working with a local mortgage professional. She went and stuck with her large national, Delaware-based bank, and has just been dealing with them for the past several months with very little success, nothing but headaches. They finally funded like 4 or 5 months into the process. It should have been a 3 or 4 week process. And then they ended up tying up the poor Lulu's money, and they paid the wrong people with her money. So she still can't buy a house. She just reached out to me and said, I'm done. I'm done. I'm taking a break. I can't talk to lenders. I can't deal with anyone. That's her story. But if she had listened to my advice and gone with a local lender, I wanted her to go talk to Michelle. Maybe Michelle can share what may have gone differently.
Yes. So, not to talk bad about big banks, but usually they have a big pool of customers, right? All the people who bank with them. So they are always sending marketing to them and, offering refinancing options, purchase options, whatever. So people think that it's easier to just start with someone who already has a glance of their finances. So they prefer to just stick there and that's it. But in reality, they don't notice, or they don't think that, their loan officers can get so many loans that it's hard sometimes to keep track of. So I believe, I don't know if this was the reality there, but it sounds to me like this. Maybe their loan officer was a little too overwhelmed to take the time, and I've seen some borrowers that I've had as well. They come with, oh, I was with this big bank, and they kept extending our loan 2 or 3 times, and I'm like, whoa, this is ridiculous. So in order for you to really give good service is to have the time to take care of those clients. So that's something that I always do, because they're people. To me, they're not numbers. Right. And it's not only them who I'm giving the service to, I'm also giving the service to my realtors and to the other realtor and the other side when it's a purchase, right? So
that's everyone involved in the whole transaction.
Yes. So that's following that, our system that we have keeps everyone involved. It keeps first off my borrower involved in the documents that I need. Then when the transaction starts, we can add people, the realtor and their transaction coordinator and the listing agent. So that way, you guys as agents, you're not getting your phone bombarded all the time. Where's a loan at? What's going on? All these things. Right. So in general ways, we have different milestones that are checked as soon as we receive any updates on the loan. So, that's something good, that shows how much you care about the client, and the client knows as well. It's like tracking a package,
And I appreciate that too, because I have another client that did take my advice, went straight to Michelle for a loan, very easily got that loan, and Michelle is so good with her communications. I'm getting like daily emails with a punch list, and it seems like every day something is off that punch list, and there's not much left
Yes.
before we close our escrow. So I
Yes.
really appreciate the communication.
Absolutely.
It's
You're
been,
welcome.
phenomenal.
Yeah, thank you.
So, you know, I mean, so that's a lesson for everyone. I mean, please take the advice of your realtors, take the advice of your lending professionals, and really help yourself out by following, you know, following that good advice.
Also, you know, like it's very important to not only, you know, like deal with local lenders, but also deal with local realtors, because sometimes, you know, like you may have a friend, a very good friend of yours, maybe in another city, and they may want to help you. I'll drive down, I'll show you the properties, but they don't know the neighborhood as well as someone who's local. So it's very important as well to try to work as much as possible with someone who knows the area, such as realtors and lenders, which is the transaction that we have going on right now.
Yep,
these ladies
absolutely.
are from the Valley, and instead of choosing their credit union or bank over there, they ended up taking Bruce's advice and working with me. So
and everyone's happy, and
yeah,
it's really smooth. So anyway, I think that's our story for today. Again, my name is Bruce Carson, Keller Williams Realty, Central Coast. My contact info is here. Call, text, email me anytime. I'm always available.
Yeah, Michelle Schacherer with Pacific Trust Mortgage. My information is also here, but if you want to get a quick hold of me, you can text or call me at 760-960-6048. Or you can email me at Michelle at pacifictrustmortgage.com.
All right. Thanks a lot, Michelle. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.